Well, I'm going to do this, try to get this out there quickly. I put a light on top of the bracket, but I don't think the mic stand can handle the weight, so we'll see what happens. We'll go with it. But it looks nice and bright now and blinding a little bit. So, what I decided to do here, and this bracket is failing under the weight. Let's see if I can get this to stay. Oh no, you can't do it. I'm gonna grab a screwdriver, 1 second. I can't win for trying, right? Yeah, it just loosened up a little bit. There we go. So I put 3 coats of this on there yesterday. I'm going to finish cooking it today, but I am going to reflour it again. And I should have got one of my super clamps and mounted the light higher. Hey Janet, welcome again. So I just want to reflour that a little bit more, and then we'll throw it in the freezer for a very short period of time so we can get it prepped faster. And I'll get my little cloth here so you don't hear lots of clanking. I don't have many plates left here, so I got to be careful about what I use. So I'm going to use this fresh plate here, and I'm going to get going. Now somebody today offered a simple solution, and I can't believe I didn't think of it. And it was one of my regulars, so forgive me that I forgot who it was, but use the tongs to avoid getting my hands yucky to flour these constantly. So that's what I'm going to do. And these are very sticky right now, so they are going to hold lots of flour. I don't want to put too much flour in there because I'm only going to put on 1 more coat. I can guarantee you they're going to stick really nice. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. I'll put the wings up top, the drumsticks in the middle, and the thighs on the bottom. Let's see, what? Say bottom. They're sticking really good to that plate. Leaving them in the fridge as long as I did really had an impact on them. That didn't happen last time, so that's something good to know for next time. What did you end up having for lunch today, Janet? If I may pry. Oh yeah. Look at that, that's nice. Very nice. Another wing. This is what, a wing? Nope, let's see. Thigh. And a little nugget. This was that gigantic chicken drumstick, or drumlet as I call them, because it was part of the wing. Ah, pork chop. Very good. I got some more in the fridge. I definitely used too much flour. It's unfortunate. I'm not going to save it because I don't like saving flour after it's been mixed with other stuff. Oh, you probably got a little dust storm up in the lens there. Put this away. Alright, I think I should this, but here, I'll do it again. What you do for veggies, Janet, if I could ask? It's just oh, that's a wing. It's just a unhappy wing. Alright. I am going to go back to the first wings I put on the plate because I could already see the yellowing. and reflour those. I wish I liked more veggies, but just, I'm a really picky character. Used to like spinach, beets, artichokes, a lot of that stuff when I was younger. And just for whatever reason, you know, your tastes change. And I'll put this back in, this one, and these two. And we'll call it that. Yeah, mix. Yeah, like a melody. I attempted to make pork fried rice once. It didn't come out the way I wanted it to. And that was when I realized that 2 cups of rice is a lot of rice. Wow, I really like how these are really whitening up nice. I may have to just re-dip the remaining ones like a 5th time here, because, you know, why waste the flour? And it's only going to take an extra minute. And we're done. Alright, throw this plate in the freezer for a few. And in the meantime, to carry me over, I'm going to throw some meatballs in the air fryer, because those will be nice and quick. I should have started this up just to get it heated up to go a little faster. Move this out of the way. I'm going to put this in the freezer. That was awkward putting that in there. Just a quick wipe down. Didn't make nearly the mess I made yesterday, but give me a chance and I will. I love, when I was a kid, the only donuts I would eat were powdered donuts. It's all I liked. Now, the only other one I'll eat is powdered donuts. I'll eat if they're the mini ones. Good mini ones, not the junk ones. Or what I called honeydew or honey dip donuts. Basically, it's a glazed donut. That's what I like. All right. Natalia, do you want a meatball for a snack before we eat? Okay. Some Roman little chicken bits around. So I'm just stick that there. I'll just make a couple of meatballs. These things are huge. It's like a repeat. I had meatballs for lunch and chicken last night. Now I'm having them all now. So these usually about 400, 8 to 12 minutes. This is typical of what I would do for lunch instead of doing it for dinner. And after these are finished cooking, I should be able to start my chicken. Alright. I'm going to find my pan here. Got my old faithful pan here. Let's put this here. Now this cooks a little differently. The stuff I like more takes about 25 minutes to cook. This only takes about 7 minutes after it boils, so I'm actually not going to start that just yet. tighten this stand up a little bit more. How long does 5 pounds of meatballs usually last you? That all depends. So, it depends if I make them like a half an ounce to an ounce, but the last batch lasted me probably a couple of weeks anyway. This lasted less, well, probably 2-3 weeks, and I freeze them obviously. This is probably going to be less because when I made them initially, I put 32 or 33 in the sauce, and if I'm not mistaken, I made somewhere between 60 and, let me think, how many meatballs were there? There were 24 in the second tray, and there were 30 something in the other tray, 34. Like, yeah, there might have been like 60 plus meatballs. So this may last 2 weeks. It depends what else I make. We did go shopping. I do have some other food I can cook, so that really depends. I wish I could turn this light down a little bit.
How much time before?
The chicken's gonna cool for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna start. That'll take
Just
10.
give me a time. 45 minutes.
20 minutes to 40 minutes. I would say 30
Alright, so I
30
don't have
minutes.
time.
So, let's see if I can turn down the brightness. I think that was low. Yeah, that is low. Woo. That's one bright light. Someday I will figure out why this doesn't update on the tablet. I don't know why. You can't just brush down and let it refresh for you. Again, this is one of those videos I wasn't planning on making simply because I did the chicken last night and I did the meatballs earlier, well, later last week, and then I did meatball subs with sauce and cheeses at lunchtime. But I have never done 5 coats of Kentucky Kernel seasoned flour. I did 3 on those yesterday, and I saved half of what I made, and I did 2 more coats now. So I think it's like one of those metaphors, have a little chicken with your flour, you know, kind of thing. I don't know if such a metaphor is. I need something to tune down that light. It's awfully bright. You see how bad it is without the light. Yeah, I can see the resolution pop down a little bit, at least on my tablet. I got a filter I can put on this. I'll do it another time. Yes, they were. So once these are done, I will start with this, with the rice. Again, this is simple rice. I would prefer to do it in the pressure cooker, but we have some of these packets here. And it's 2 cups of water, a tablespoon of margarine, and I gotta get some more butter downstairs, or have Donna do it. Hey Donna, can you get more a tub of butter downstairs? Huh? Robert Roy, hey, what's up? California. What do we got there? It's almost 6 here, so it's almost 3 over there. I don't know if I could go through working another 3 hours right now. I actually had a call I had to take for work, and that's why I started now, late. Let's see, so 3:45. What did you have for lunch today, Rob Roy? If it's okay to call you Rob. No, I saw Yeah Boy. Whenever I see Yeah Boy, I know Jack's in the house. Hey, Jack. You know, doing as many lives as I have been doing, I run out of plate. I never used to use the dishwasher. When I first moved in here, when I bought the house, I lived alone. I think I used the dishwasher once in a few years, 5-6 years, because I would wash the plate, stick it on a paper towel on the countertop, and that was it. Now, Donna wanted the drying tray, so we got a drying tray, but everything goes in the dishwasher now, and I think we used to run the dishwasher once every week or 2. Now it seems like every couple of days we have to run it for that reason. Thank you. No, I did not. I stuck my head out the window and I was like, what? It turned out to be an 80-degree day. But the night's not over yet. Maybe I gotta run a couple of errands, but maybe I'll take a bike ride tonight. It looks like it's already cooled down a good 10 degrees outside. And as long as it doesn't get dark, I can do that. 8 sandwich school registration for the kids today. All right. Ooh, see that? I wasn't paying attention. I didn't turn the meatballs. It always happens. That's what happens when you talk too much. People used to ask me, why don't you talk? And then I started talking, and they started saying, Mario, why you talk too much, you can't win. I was very quiet when I was younger. I was just kind of an observer. Listen to what people said, and then try to be cool. Problem is these have a flat bottom. I should have re-rolled all the meatball. If you remember, if you watched my meatball with the sauce I made, and if you haven't, go watch it after this, is I re-rolled all the meatballs because they had a flat side before I put them in the sauce so they would stay, so they would rise back up. And now, what was I going to say? And, I didn't do the rest of them, so those are frozen. Can't round it. I like the way you put that. Yeah, I don't know. I was the shy kid growing up. Apparently, having a name Mario wasn't cool as a kid, so I was bullied. But I don't care. If the people who bullied me are doing great, good for them. If they're not, oh well, right? Yeah, I always like to listen. You can always learn something by listening. A good friend of mine, I haven't talked to him for many years. I got his number, I want to say 2 years ago. Someone gave it to me. I haven't talked to him in 20 years. He was really good to me. He was like I have a father, obviously, and a mother, but he was like another father figure, kind of say, that, he used to advise me. We became good friends. And then when I started working in Boston, I only saw him a couple more times, and that was it. And that was back in, I don't know, it was a long time ago. I haven't seen him in 15, 20 years. And I forgot where I was going with this, but he said things like, surround yourself with people who are better than you as well, because you can always learn something. So I have a diverse group of friends, but I only have a few that I hang out with all the time because they were like my best friends growing up. But you can always learn something from somebody. It's like you never judge a book by its cover. Someone will say something to you at one point that'll change your outlook and the way you look at things. And that happened to me when I was 20, 21 years old. I knew a friend too. A couple of years I knew him. But all my friends that I know and hang out with, I've known for 20, 25 years anyway. I don't know what I do without them. They're awesome friends. It's like, I don't know what to do with these meatballs other than eat them. I don't want to waste them on the plate, but I don't think I have a choice. There's only 3 plates left, so I can't waste any. Which makes me wonder where I'm going to put the rice. Okay. I've been talking a while. I put the chicken in the freezer, and then I started the meatballs. That means it's been in there for 10 minutes. So I'm going to wait to take them out at the very last second. I believe this is just about out. I did pick up more BJ's. I'm going to try the Evo sprayers, because these things at $2.50 a can, it works out to be. They don't last as long as I would like. My dad would say the opposite. He would say, hang out with people that is worse than you if it makes you feel wonderful. Yeah, well, you know what? I don't like to think I'm better or worse than any of my friends. They're my friends, and I don't judge them, like that. So, I'm here watching the lunch video on replay. All right, well. So you're watching both, I guess. You got 2 windows open, one in one ear, one in the other. All right, I'm going to take this tray out. I love roasted meatballs. Let's take a look there. Now, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put them in for a bowl. I think what I'm just gonna do is put them in this plate here. And this will be my plate for eating chicken too. Gonna have to run that dishwasher tonight. I like the meatballs when they have that extra crisp outside. I took these out a minute earlier. Just kinda like, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. That's why I bought the Evo. You know, so Janet, I've heard good things about the Evo sprayer, but then again, I heard good things about this one here. It says the Fine Life, but I forget what it's called, Misto or whatever. And the company contacted me, said we'd like to work with you after I bought it. I said, sure. I did not like it. It did not work. I told them I could not in good conscience sell it as a product that was worth buying. They weren't happy about that, but I guess they respected it. Yeah, they get expensive, Janet, there's no question. The Misters, though, they're expensive. The 2-pack of the Evos on Amazon anyways, now $20. It was 2 for $15, but I looked the other day and it was 2 for $20. So I'm going to wait for them to go on sale. Good view. I'm assuming you're saying that because I turned down the Misto people. I also have the Mr. Misto and Sex. Mr. Misto told me that they have heard problems with Costco olive oil and that Costco would change the manufacturer of their in-house brand every 18 months, and sometimes it just would not work. It was a problem. And I was like, okay. So they resent me. I'm going to try to take this light off because it's really starting to drag down the whole top here. All right, maybe not. But I wasn't going to tell you guys to buy a $25 sprayer if it didn't work good. And, you know, I could probably use it for something like vinegar or something like that. I mean, I don't know what I'd use vinegar for, but a thinner material would probably work fine. But for the Evo, no way. I got to find all the bluegrass. Bluegrass. So, David, send me a link. I know you can't do it in the video here, but you can put it in the comment section later on, most likely. So let me take out some of this chicken here. I'm letting this cool down. That's not the greatest thing, And again, I did a silly thing. I threw out the spritzer, not the spritzer, the tongs, and now I'm going to get my hands dirty. So let me use my left hand. Oh, flour. It's coming off of that. And big chunks. And it's nice and cold. So I think I just didn't powder. I didn't, what do you call it? I did not, you know, hit the chicken off the side to get extra powder off, but it is what it is. 10 minutes in the freezer is not as good as half an hour in the fridge. It still needs more time than that, but it'll do. I just got to spray it at a further distance to mist it, and as you can see, the flour's coming off. But that's okay. All right. Now, this was hot until I decided to stop babbling, but I will set this to 400. Go to 12. I'm going to set the timer on the microwave to 6 minutes and start that. So here, I remember Mr. So using a pond, Mr. Spray that goes. Why? I'm drawing a blank on that, Jack. If that's your real name. I can't get this light off. I tightened it too much, and it's a knurled finish. And something's gonna drop, something's gonna give, something's gonna break. There we go. All right, so now the light's off. I'll mount the light separately next time. So I need 2 cups of water. Actually, it would be helpful if I turn on the stove. I turn on the, you're not supposed to use high with coated pans, but I turn on high just to get the heat going, and I'll turn it down to low or low, medium, whatever. And a little more. For some reason, I thought it was 1 3/4 cups of water, but apparently I'm wrong. You do so many packaged products. It's 2 cups. All right. Well, with this, you just pour it right in. It's not bad, this stuff. And you cook it for 7 minutes, and then let it sit for 2. I'll get my butter here. Yeah, I've heard. Oh, that's too much. I got sidetracked and started reading. I was like, wow, that's too much butter. And I'll keep this spoon off to the side here. I'll use that. I'll turn down the heat a little bit. When that starts to boil, I'm going to set it to simmer. And what else do I need? I will eventually need this cover. And just to prove a point. Yeah, this when I tighten this up, it's hard to move it when it's up, but when it starts to go in the down position, it really drops like a rock. I can really taste the cheese in there. So moist and hot. Takes a 12. Yeah, these sprayers, I probably wouldn't have these right now if BJ's didn't sell it, because it's all they have it, obviously the Evo. They always have this one, but then sometimes instead of in addition to that, they'll either have what's that green, not guacamole, something spray or coconut or one other one. But they always have the Evo. Now, it's cooked. You know what I'd like to do next time, maybe? Oh, you know what I saw? Now I'm going to find it. Meatballs. However, instead of beef, you use chicken, and you make chicken cordon bleu with it. You cut up ham and Swiss, and you fold them into small pieces, and something else inside. I can't remember. They added something else. And you get the chicken, ground chicken, and you wrap it up into a meatball, and you cook it that way. And they made a cream sauce, but I'm not big into the cream sauce, so I would probably just have it without. That's another thing I want to do. There's so many things I want to do. If I just used the fork I gave myself, I wouldn't be having this issue. Okay. Okay. I'll flash this down quickly. If you look, there's some white spots there, and that's because it's a little dry. So I'm just going to spray those spots quick. Oh, and this can is gone. And I got to get my charging cord away from the stove, because it will get eaten. There we go. Didn't know if I would be able to pull this off. And these work so much better when there's actually pressure inside the bottle. They actually spray instead of stream. So I'm going to put that in there another minute, and then I'll flip them. And I gotta figure out a new way to mount everything here. Where's my favorite wooden spoon? I like the flat one, because I know when I drag it, it's getting more there. Okay. That is about to start to simmer. I'm going to cover it up now. Turn on simmer mode on the stove. I will set the oven timer to 7 minutes. And we'll get that up there. Meep. My meatballs are getting cold. I may decide to heat them up for 10 seconds. I usually use my phone as a countdown app. However, I'm using it to do the lives. Well, I should probably put this down so you can see right. That was rude of me. As you can see, there's plenty of white flour there. I probably shouldn't have put the thighs in there because the thighs tend to cook a little quicker in my experience from yesterday. My whole experience, one day, on cooking. Oh, did I miss a spot there? It's like a crevice. Alright, get that back in. Yep. Okay, the stove is starting to simmer up the rice. I will stir that up. I don't think you need just me to show you. You gotta be careful, because if I let that simmer too high, it dries out too quick. I really want to pick up the meatballs by hand because, you know, it's a finger food for me, especially when it cools down, but I don't want to wash my hand 100 times. I didn't know if I did, Jack. Send me a link. I've seen so many links for chicken and stuff. That donut, burger, cheddar, onion thing was very excellent. Oh, only when she's hungry. She'll be looking, and you can tell she wants to eat her food. Alright. I will the short skippy as I found them at Hollywood. I'm not quite catching to that, Jack, on that one. This is why the laptop was good to have two cameras going. It's got a nice simmer going. But I don't want to spend I just spent the money on replacing my computer that needs to be replaced. I do not want to spend money on a laptop. Oh, I gotcha. My meatballs are already cold. Oh, I need something to drink. I got some chicken ready. The rice will be up shortly. Now it's starting to do a fast simmer, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit more. I tried to look up GRUBDUDE last night and I got Tony's, I think. So yeah, so GRUBDUDE, it's all one word, GRUBDUDE. Yeah, you have that, but it's Tony Bastoni. He runs it. That's my brother. I believe you'll find his link in the description, although I don't know if it's his SoundCloud link or his other link. Ta-da!
Are these boneless?
Wings and boneless.
What's coming out now, boneless?
Wings and boneless.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of flouring on there. And it's crispy the way I like it. Because it's all about me, just so you know. Alright, I'm going to find some place to put this. Sideways over here. And get the rest of this chicken in here. Sometimes I'll actually spray it on the plate and then I'll turn it over spray side down. But, oh well. I'm not going to go through the extra effort right now. Got 12 minutes on there. I'm going to set the timer on the microwave for 6 minutes. That's the stove saying your rice is ready. And let's see, you're supposed to let it sit for 2 minutes. It's usually too watery, so I will just turn it to slow down the stove off and let it over super low, I should say, and just let it simmer out. It's not bad rice. I believe it need, you know, they say a tablespoon of butter. I always put 2, just because I want to, but I think it tastes much better with the 2 tablespoons. No. She will use the Breville because it's more like a toaster oven, but the air fryer, that's me, all me. I finally opened up the charger for my Pixel. I had one and a spare laying around, so I never opened up the original. And then the cord's too short on that, so I'll have to swap it out with the other one. I'm gonna have 1 piece of chicken.
Oh, that's fine.
Juicy as hell. Oh, with 5 layers of Kentucky kernel seeds of flour.
Hey, what you cooking?
Ooh.
What you cooking?
Some chicken. Okay, I'll get you a small plate and I'll put some on.
There's only bigger left, so.
I'll get you a plate.
Ah,
Hey, Daddy, what you making?
chicken and
I
rice.
need chicken.
The good chicken.
Which one's boneless?
Those, I think. Come up to you if the rice is all set. Yeah, the rice needs another minute. Yeah, it's good. It's not good for me, but it's good. Good. There's another batch coming out shortly. And 9 minutes, 6 minutes in. We're doing good there.
Freezing. Freezing.
Well, so does anyone live vicariously through me? You know, when the chickens make the chicken. I have to ask because I've gotten comments on the YouTube page. It's like, said I just got finished watching somebody eat food. I don't know if anybody else could do that, but you. Anybody who's on, David, yeah. Look for the onion burger part 2. Well, watch part 1, and then definitely watch the air fry in part 2 because I did the grill. I made it in part 1, and I cooked it on the grill in part 1, and on the air fryer part 2. That's something you're gonna watch if you haven't already. Yeah, you can take that. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, it's fine, just
Let's take out the chicken, take a look. Looks pretty good. There's a couple of little spots I need to hit. That looks good. Alright. What else we got here? So I'll make a veggie after the fact. Not sure what, probably the broccoli. But I make it the same way I do all the time. The rice is just about ready if you want to take off the top. Yeah, 2 minutes. 5 layers Kentucky Kernel. I did 3 yesterday, I did 2 more today. Yeah, I have another case. We're just discussing if I ordered more Kentucky Kernel. And I bought another case, and actually, I have to cancel. I did a subscribe and save first time on Amazon for a case every 6 months. However, all of a sudden I stopped using it for a while. So I want to cancel subscribe and save because I was able to, the first case I bought cost me, it was 12 10-ounce boxes, was $22. And this time I got it for 15 because I did the subscribe and save. And a lot of people will cancel the subscribe and save after that. But I was going through it so quickly in the beginning that it made sense to do it. But I also thought I was shipping some boxes out to somebody, and it was going to cost me $10 to ship out 2 boxes. For $12, I shipped them 2 really big boxes direct from Amazon. So I have so many extra. I gave some to family. So I gotta remember to cancel that subscribe and save. Yeah. And I was saying yesterday I want to try to do some low or no salt stuff. So. Yeah, Dave, I remember that. There's actually several people on here who mentioned that. I don't think Paula's been on the live session here, but Jack knows Paula. You know, a lot of people are looking for the low salt options. That's why I bought the Mrs. Dash. That's no salt. the no salt. No salt original. This you have to put more than you think though, because there's no taste to it. No salt. I did that with the pork chops. Stone. I missed that comment. Stoner food. Yeah, so we look up GRUBDUDE. Also look for Enter the Spork, S-P-O-R-K. They have like a custom titanium spork made because he thought it was cool. Let's check the rice quick. Some rice out of there. Still could sit another few seconds. Stuff is really hot. Tony Who Channel. Wonder if you changed the name. That's hot. Yeah, you got me curious. I'm gonna look now. Oh. Yeah, he changed it to Tony Who. That must be new. Yeah. So he did a lot of these are really old. He has several channels. That's one of them. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, what he does. So check out, again, those videos are really old, but you want to talk about someone who overdid it. One of them, what do you call it? Tube meat or something like that. Let me get back to the chat window. Yes, I have. Let me see how much time I have left before I go on the rant here. That chicken looks close to done. So I picked up a 5-pack of these little pans at Walmart. I sprayed them with Pam and just didn't put, you don't have to put a lot in there, but you can fill all 5 of them. And I think I only filled 2 at the time. I forget the temperature, but it was like 14 minutes. It wasn't bad. But you gotta cover it with tin foil. You can take the tin foil off the last couple of minutes, but save the tin foil. Because I sprayed it with Pam, as soon as I pulled it out, I tipped it upside down, it came out, and I kept reusing too. So these are what I'm going to use for cake when I do it again. I'm also going to make mini meatloafs in here. You know, the mini meatloafs, if you make them small enough, it'll be 1 per person. You know, or if it's taller, 2 people. And my favorite cake mix is a Betty Crocker Devil's Food. The outside doesn't look as crisp. Oh, actually, it does. It's the light. These are drumsticks. I'm just curious to see what the internal temperature is. Bada boom. We're done. I'm going to face down because I'm sure you want to look at the chicken and not me. Right? All right. And as always, do not forget to unplug your fry, folks. These are the new ones that came out. This is from the last batch. So, what do I want to try here? I'm going to take a little bit of this side. I unlock the side. The side is good, but air fry wings are better. Just sour. I'll put some salt. Ooh, hot. I'll put some sauce on it, but I ran out of bowls. Yeah, good color on that. So Jack, check out Crystal's channel. A manufacturer gave her for review a new air fryer. It's a cross between the DeLonghi and the Big Boss. Well, when I look at the picture, because it has a clear top. So Crystal's page, check it out. And I think she just reviewed it, or she was unboxing it like a couple of days ago. So look to see if that's the one. To be honest, I don't know if I've ever watched Home Shopping Now. Maybe like 5 minutes by flipping through. I don't know what it's at. Look at this. There's so much on here. It doesn't even look like a chicken wing. I mean a mini drumstick. Wow. And let me know if that's the one. The winglet part of the wing is the best part, hands down. I love the drumsticks. I love drumsticks, hands down. The winglet, it gets crisp and there's not a lot of thick layer of chicken, so it cooks up quicker. And when you're hungry, I don't know why I bother wiping my hands. I'm bummed that these, I'm actually happy for Crystal and Kirby, and they've gotten some stuff from some of the things, so that's awesome. I'm just waiting for somebody to come give it to me. I had the company who sells those 3D printers contact me, but it turned out they didn't want to send me anything. They just wanted me to change my links from Amazon to point to them. Oh, and then maybe we could do something. I was like, you know what? It's like, I've never bought anything from you. If you want to send something and you want my honest opinion, that's great. Otherwise, I'm not going to just change my links to point to you just for the hell of it. Yeah, where's Mr. Kraska? It's funny. He sent me a link yesterday, I think it was, or 2 days ago. And I got the link, but I wanted to reply back and say thanks today, and it wouldn't let me send it. Is it because you like the winglet part so much? I need to take this stove out simmer. Pick what you want. That is Natalia's, or not Natalia's, thigh. And we got 2 wings. The rice cooled down quite a bit. So, I know I ask this just about every time I go on. I want some new ideas. I've been rehashing some of the old ones in slightly different ways. I want to keep it simple though, because a lot of people who are new to air fryers, they want something simple. And I always say, you want simple? Wings, fries. Simple. But I want to do something a little different now. You know, the burger I made wrapped up. You know, we've probably figured there's 5 levels to the air fryer, right? And that onion burger, making it, depending, is a 3. You know, it's a 5 on the awesome scale, but you know, 3 on the difficulty. So wings fries are easy. You just pop them in. You know what I mean? A little salt, pepper, boom. So I want to find something simple that doesn't scare off a beginner. Oh, this wasn't a wing. Huh? I just ate our chicken. So, it says there's nobody on right now, but Jenna had just replied, so maybe the computer screwed up. Anyway, I don't think I have anything more to show you today, but as always, I appreciate you stopping in. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing, hit the little notification bell so you know when I put out a video, or I go live, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot. And I already unplugged the air fryer. Did you ever air fry? Yes, I did. Goodbye, Janet. Thank you. Look for a video of mine, you know, my name, and type in the whole chicken and nothing but the chicken, I believe was the title. And, awesome. I think it was, just short of a 5-pound chicken. 4.5 pounds, maybe. But, Mario Monti, the whole chicken and nothing but the chicken. I can only tell you, it was this year, I think. Okay, you got it? Cool. Awesome. See you guys, as always, and ladies, I always appreciate you stopping.